This is Chris Potatoes. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter at ChrisPotato6. Follow me on Instagram, TNW_Chris_McDaniels. You can follow me on Snapchat, Facebook. It'll all be down in the description box. So yeah, you can follow my social media accounts. It'll all be down in the description box. Now, this is my other channel, World of Chris 1-800. Pretty much, this is one we post up anime reviews. If you like the anime reviews on here, I'm going to keep them on here. But I got another channel called Chris McDaniels, and that's why I just post up wrestling content. If you like wrestling, go check that channel out. It'll be down in the description box. But I'm here to do my Boruto Naruto Next Generations episode 83 review. So here we go, discuss about Boruto episode 83. It was titled Ohnoki's Justice. So yeah. This was a pretty good episode. I liked last week's episode with the little plot twist. Now, I did review last week's episode on another channel, but you know, it got taken out from YouTube. I'm trying to get that situation fixed and all that. But yeah, we had the little plot twist about Ohnoki being like the main villain, pretty much, of this arc and stuff. So yeah. That was a plot twist in last week's episode. This week's episode was pretty good. We had some action in this week's episode when we finally get to see Mitsuki, because it's been like about a good 2 weeks ever since we've seen Mitsuki. We haven't seen him in recent episodes at all. Like the last 2 episodes we haven't seen him in, and yeah, it was good to see him in this week's episode. So, what happened in this episode? So we find out Ohnoki's plan. Pretty much why he's been creating these Akuta, pretty much. These Akuta are these creatures with masks. It resembles Kakuzu's hearts, pretty much. If you destroy the mask, you kill off the Akuta and stuff. So yeah, and we found out information about why Ohnoki was creating these Akuta with Lord Ku and stuff, and Lord Ku is Ohnoki's son. And Ohnoki explains that 5 years ago, the Rogue Ninjas attacked the hidden stone village, and they lost many of Shinobi's lives, young Shinobis apparently, and these Akutas are going to help them fight off, the rogue ninjas or whatever that comes in and attacks the village once again. So yeah, that's what Ohnoki said. And later on in this episode, we get a flashback, which I'll be discussing about that. But yeah, that's back there. And then we see Konohamaru, head into the Hidden Stone Village, to go help out Boruto, Sarada, and all of them. And while he's heading to the Hidden Stone Village, he runs into 2 Hidden Leaf Shinobis. And these 2 Hidden Leaf Shinobis are underneath Genjutsu from that one girl that always keeps her eyes closed and all that. That's what Seiki and Kokyo, she has her eyes closed and all that, but when she opens up her eyes, there's like a dojutsu, like genjutsu pretty much. We don't know how powerful that dojutsu is. It's probably pretty powerful, but it'll put these 2 guys underneath genjutsu, and kind of move right into them. But it cut off from that scene, and we see a scene with Naruto, and Naruto is calling, Kurosuchi, which is the 4th Tsuchikage. I was trying to think of if she was the 4th or 5th, but yeah, she is the 4th Tsuchikage. She don't answer because, of course, she's locked up in prison from Lord Ku, and because Lord Ku pretty much locked her up in the prison, kidnapped her and stuff. And Naruto calls, trying to check on everybody, and some, shinobi answers the phone. And he's underneath Genjutsu apparently from that girl, because that girl is standing behind him with the eyes open and stuff. It's like purplish in a way or whatever. And yeah, just locked him in Genjutsu, and he started talking to Naruto, talking about, Lord Tsuchikage won't be back for a while, but I'll give her the message that you sent. So yeah, that's what the shinobi said. That was underneath that girl's Genjutsu. So yeah, that's why there Naruto said, okay, I guess I'll call back in a little while or whatever. And yeah, that's why there. So we get to Boruto and them, and then we get the fight going. It was Lord Ku pretty much versus Boruto, and apparently Lord Ku is pretty damn powerful. Because everybody was wondering, damn, he took the fourth Tsuchikage so quick and stuff, so he got to be on Kage level. Apparently, he probably is because he was using particle style. Now, particle style is a KK Tota, which is instead of two elements like Kikinka is three elements. Now the particle style got wind, earth, and fire styles. So yeah, all three of them put together, you get particle style. And apparently he's the third user that we know of that gets particle style now. The second Tsuchikage gets particle style, and the third Tsuchikage, which is Ohnoki, and apparently Lord Ku is the third person that we know of that gets particle style as well. And particle style is a very strong, jutsu, because it takes up three elements, and knowing that, apparently not a lot of people do not know particle style. So yeah, he's like the third person that we know of that guy's particle style. So yeah, he has to be very strong because of particle style takes up a lot of chakra apparently, and yeah, he can use it. So yeah, he got to be pretty damn strong if he can use particle style. So he tried to use particle style at one point because of what happened was at one point before he started using it, actually he locked Boruto in them in this he used Earth style, which was he pretty much locked Boruto inside of it or whatever, some jutsu. And then we see a Katsuchi, which is a big guy that escorted Ohnoki back in Naruto Shippuden to the Five Kage Summit with Kurosuchi. Akatsuchi was the one that escorted Ohnoki and stuff. He's helping out Boruto and them, and pretty much after Lord Ku locked him into that Earth style dome jutsu thing. Okatsuchi pretty much broke it down and stuff, using his Earth style and stuff, and then he gets taken out from Lord Ku. And then Lord Ku, pretty much when he was using particle style, he accidentally knocked down this pillar or whatever. And this pillar was about to fall straight down on Ohnoki. But then luckily Boruto saved him. He jumps into the, grabs Ohnoki and jumps away. So yeah, Boruto did save Ohnoki, but Boruto's taking off with Ohnoki. And Lord Ku's trying to find him and stuff. And yeah, everybody else runs off and stuff. But then Shikadai pretty much got captured from one of the Akuta. And then, Shikadai gets dragged down underneath the ground with the Akuta. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then we finally see Mitsuki and them. Mitsuki was with Seiki. And Seiki, Seiki shows Mitsuki, yeah, this is where the Akuta gets made. It was like a big ass puddle where Akuta's coming up. So yeah, it was crazy. So yeah, it was like, it's a lot of them in that puddle. But yeah, that's where he showed Mitsuki, and then he showed Mitsuki his room, which is like a bunch of drawings of him and Kokyo and Lord Ku and all of that. A bunch of drawings of him talking about these are all my friends and stuff and all that stuff. And yeah, Mitsuki's like chilling there, yeah. Cool. And then we see Kokyo and that other guy, I guess the red hair or whatever, that's one of the creatures like the Kokyo and them, running off, and Seiki is like, well, what's going on? And then Kokyo is like, don't worry about it, just keep an eye on Mitsuki, okay? And then he goes like, okay, so yeah, Seiki pretty much keeps an eye on Mitsuki about Kokyo, and then goes pretty much go find Ohnoki machine. And then we see Shikadai, and Shikadai is locked into a prison from the Katsu. And Shikadai sees the fourth Tsuchikage, and they start talking. And Shikadai's like, well, are you the fourth Tsuchikage? And Shikadai's like, yeah. And are you Shikamaru's son? Yeah. Stuff like that, And Shikadai is asking questions and stuff about the Akuta and stuff. And, she starts answering, talking about like 5 years ago, Rogue Ninja came in and attacked the Stone Village. A little bit of the same story that we found out from Ohnoki and stuff. But we find out the full story with her. So yeah, what she was explaining was Ohnoki pretty much had a project. It was like the Akuta, but like older version models of them. pretty much they look older and stuff, and pretty much like they're wearing clothes, because these new ones are like butt ass naked, pretty much running around. But yeah, these ones like wearing like clothes. It looks like not actual clothes, but it looks like they're wearing clothes. So yeah, they're like old versions of the original Kutas that we know of now. So yeah, she's telling the story and stuff about the 5 years ago and stuff like that, and Ohnoki pretty much had two Kutas fighting off each other, where everybody was impressed because, apparently they could fight off, shinobis or whatever that's trying to attack their village. And pretty much one Kuta got down the other one, beating it down and stuff, and everybody's thinking, okay, that should be enough and stuff like that. And he's still beating him down, boom, boom, boom. He pretty much got him dead, okay? And he got him beaten down and stuff, and then we see, the Akuta pretty much after he killed off that one, he tries to go after Ohnoki and stuff, and then we see the Tsuchikage pretty much destroying that Akuta and stuff. Say, yeah, grandfather, this is not a good idea. And yeah, that's why, Ohnoki's like pretty much wants to help the village and stuff with using the Akutas, like new models of them. That's why he pretty much got Mitsuki, because Mitsuki's a perfect being and stuff. And yeah, they want to, make Akutas that's like Mitsuki and stuff to help them out in their village and stuff whenever somebody's trying to attack them. But the problem is, if you probably, find out Mitsuki's true secret, a curse mark should come into play and pretty much destroy everybody. So yeah, that's kind of a bad thing at the same time, because that's how Orochimaru does it, said it as. But yeah, that's not in there. But yeah, before, Ohnoki and them, before Boruto got Ohnoki and stuff, we see Boruto here, I was saying, no, one of them, in the earlier portion of the episode, one of the Akutas, and then Sarada pretty much punching it in the mask and stuff, and that's how she kills it. So yeah, Boruto and them finally knows how to kill off the Akutas and stuff, which is pretty good. But yeah, and then we see, at the end of the episode, Boruto still got Ohnoki on his back and stuff, running off with them, and Orochi's trying to find him and stuff, and yeah, the episode ends. So yeah, we find out a lot of stuff about this episode with how the Akutas are made, and about Lord-Ku and stuff. Apparently Lord-Ku is very powerful because he can use particle style, and particle style is a very powerful jutsu if you guys don't know. I can make a video about it if you want me to explain about particle style, story elements, stuff like that, fire, wind, earth. I can make a video about discussing about particle style if you want me to. But yeah, that's what Lord-Ku can use, as particle style. So yeah, he's very strong apparently, because not many people knows how to use particle style. And the only ones that we know that can use is the second Tsuchikage and the third Tsuchikage Ohnoki, and now Lord-Ku. So yeah, he's the third person that we know of that can use particle style. So yeah, we found out about that. He's pretty damn strong. And we find out about why Ohnoki pretty much was why he took Mitsuki because he's the perfect being, and he wants to discover how Mitsuki is a perfect being, so he can make these Akutas like a perfect being as well, to help them out, just in case somebody, like 5 years ago, like these rogue ninjas attacked the Hidden Stone Village. So yeah, we learned more about the Hidden Stone Village's little history about what happened in the last 5 years with, rogue ninjas that come in and attack them. Now, we don't know who's the rogue ninjas that did attack them. We don't know that at all. But yeah, hopefully we find out about that secret soon, but I doubt we will. So yeah, pretty good episode forward. So episode 83 is now in the books. The art and animation was pretty good. The writing in this episode was pretty good as well. I give this episode a 7.5 out of 10 stars as well. I'll give it pretty good episode Boruto. Now last week's episode was pretty good just because of the plot twist. But this week's episode had action and all that, and not only that, we see Mitsuki finally after 2 episodes without him. So yeah, it was great to see Mitsuki again, Seiki and all of them. We see that Konohama is still heading to the Hidden Stone Village, and yeah, this arc ain't really that bad. It just only had like 2 bad episodes, which is like episode 75, I think episode 80 or something like that. So yeah, only 2 bad episodes of this arc. But yeah, this arc really ain't that bad. But yeah, this arc ain't really filler. This is actually canon. Because this is coming from not Kishimoto, but Kishimoto's former editor, but he's a writer of Boruto and the manga and stuff. This is the story from him, but it ain't in the manga. It's just in the anime because the manga is once more of this stuff, which I'll possibly be reviewing Boruto's manga now on this channel and stuff. So yeah, look forward to that. But yeah, like I said, if you want me to make a video about particle style, I can discuss about it tomorrow or whatever, if you guys want me to. But yeah, like I said, this week's episode of Boruto was pretty good. Episode 83, 7.5 out of 10 stars is what I'll give this episode. If you have yet, go check it out. But yeah, like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter at ChrisMayo6 and follow me on Instagram, TNW_Chris_McDaniels. You can follow me on Snapchat, be down in the description box, and you can like this video and comment this video about what you guys think about this week's episode of Boruto. Subscribe to TNW Wrestling and subscribe to my little YouTube channel, Chris McDaniels. It'll all be down in the description box. And yeah, I'll see you guys later until next week's episode, Boruto, episode 84, which will be involving Boruto and Ohnoki. Boruto still having Ohnoki on his back in next week's episode. So yeah, hopefully next week's episode will be as good as this one. So yeah, see you guys later until then.